Hello everyone and welcome to our instant reaction to what we're calling Halloween Horror Nights 29.5. So here's what's going on today. Universal Studios Orlando has opened 2 haunted houses. They are the Revenge of the Tooth Fairy and The Bride of Frankenstein Lives. And it's for this weekend. But stay tuned to the end of the video. I may have a bit of a pretty good rumor to share with you regarding additional weekends and additional houses. That'll be at the end though. As for now, I'm gonna walk you around here, show you a little bit, give you a little taste of what's happening for Halloween Horror Nights, or I should say a Halloween celebration. It's not really Halloween Horror Nights. Show you what's happening around here, and I have a 1 o'clock appointment or reservation to go through both houses, and we'll get my instant reaction to those. So here is something new Universal is doing to celebrate Halloween here at the La Bamba Cafe. It's open for guests. Typically this would be something that is open for the VIP tours, but is now open to regular daytime guests. They have a little menu over here of some snacks and some drinks to get. We're gonna wait on this. Well, I think we'll wait till we have Nikki in the video to cover this a little bit more closely. Another thing they're doing, now this harkens back to Christmas. Remember at Christmas, they had this like Christmas tree scavenger hunt? Well, they're doing pretty much the same thing, but this time for Halloween. So if you go into this main store, at the very front of the park, the Universal Studio store, they have this skeleton scarecrow pumpkin thing. You get your little map, and it's a scarecrow stalk is what they're calling it. Now, through November 1st, the scarecrow stalk around Universal Studios and locate 13, a lucky 13 scarecrows and skeletons. We'll save that for another day, as our focus today is the instant reaction to those 2 houses. Over here by the amphitheater, this is where the queue starts for Universal Monsters, The Bride of Frankenstein Lives. This is the one I think I'm gonna hit up first today. Also near the amphitheater, they've brought out a food truck with some Halloween snacks and drinks. You can get a Franken-fried chicken and funnel brains for $7.99, electrified skin and guts for $7, and then your drinks, your beers, and your sodas, and your waters. Oh my goodness.
So that is fried chicken and funnel brains. It's got a strawberry sauce and a maple mayo on top, lots of powdered sugar. And then you have your fried pork rinds with a picadillo queso and a regular queso and some scallions for garnish.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Absolutely, sir.
We'll try some of this when we bring Nikki tomorrow, okay? Instant reaction to the houses. That's the main focus of today's video. So over here near the entrance to Jimmy Fallon and across the street from the HHN Tribute Store, we have the other house, the second house that is open, Revenge of the Tooth Fairy. So this house here is an original house by Universal Creative. I'll say this, they do an amazing job with their original houses. Sometimes the best houses at HHN are the original houses. And then also across the street from the HHN Tribute Store is another food truck that has some HHN favorites. So here's what's going on at this food truck. Twisted Tater, an HHN staple and favorite, for $7.99. Then you can get a Twisted Tater with blood and guts for an extra $3. And then right here we have a Twisted Frankencoils for $12. And additionally, you can get Twisted Frankencoils with blood and guts for another $3, so $14.99 for that. And then, of course, as previously mentioned in other videos, at Louis' Restaurant, you can get the HHN favorite, pizza fries. We're waiting for Nikki to try the food. Today's video all about the instant reaction and to share with you the little rumor that I have about maybe an additional house or 2 coming along. Today is a preview for Premier Pass holders. Tomorrow, which is Saturday, and then the next day, Sunday, is for the general public who comes into the park. So any guest can walk in the park and get a virtual line reservation to see the houses. Now I've been told you cannot get that reservation until you come through the turnstiles. I will test that out to see if it's true, but probably more like a Rise of the Resistance thing where you have to be in the park to get your reservation to see the houses. And I heard you don't have to pick a house. Your reservation would be good for both houses. And look at this, a new and additional U-Rest zone here in the streets of New York. This was sorely needed. So glad they've done this. They have also rolled out a merchandising cart for this weekend's festivities. Get a lot of your HHN merchandise here. Frankenstein, all the monsters, the Bride of Frankenstein. Yeah, pretty cool. Nice little HHN Light, or HHN 29.5 if you will. So today will be all about the instant reaction, and I will share that rumor at the end of the video. Don't let me forget. Nikki's not here to remind me, so you guys have to remind me to share the rumor. And then tomorrow when I have Nikki with me, that will be our big Halloween Horror Nights 29.5 celebration day. We'll do everything, go through houses, we'll have food, we're gonna have a grand old time. So make sure you click that subscribe button and the bell notification button so you don't miss that video. I'm gonna try to mic up Nikki. Well, it's about 10 minutes before they open the house. They're letting us queue up. The house itself won't open until actually 1 o'clock, but heck, I can't wait. Let's just go ahead and queue up. And just look at this maze of switchbacks. Now, this is probably more in prep for Saturday, the Saturday and Sunday crowd. And in case you're wondering, the entire queue, see these little social distancing markers telling you where to stand? Through the entire queue. It's all marked. Here's my little blue dot that I'm supposed to stand on. I am in the middle of the sun. It's blazing down on me, but I am not going to complain. You know why? Because I'm in line for a Halloween Horror Nights house. Ain't no complaining. No complaining whatsoever. And I do believe as Jackie walks by. Hi, Jackie!
Hey, Rick! Are you as excited as I am?
I am excited, but you know what? This is the first time I've been in a house without Nikki.
Oh, you know what? Without Sam, I'm without Sam too. We miss you guys.
Wish you were here, but we're not crying about it. And I just got done with my first haunted house of 2020. Instant reaction, it felt good to be in a haunted house. Let's put it that way. That's the first thing. Now, as far as the particulars, I felt like the second half of Brides, I thought that was better than the first half. I thought the second half of the house went a little smoother. And here's why. Here's what they do. At least in Brides, they give the front person of your group a little like a glow stick. And then the other thing they have is they have people there with these little orange lights that kind of pulse people through. And I thought they pulsed more in the first half of the house, whereas the second half of the house, it was more free flow. So, and I thought the scares were a little better in the second half. You're not going to get any spoilers from me, but it was totally fun and enjoyable. On to the next house. And now it's time to go through our second house, Revenge of the Tooth Fairy. I'm getting very positive reviews from other people on this house. I just want to see for myself. All right, I got to pull up my phone and get my reservation. And look who we found. Aloha Jax.
Hey, Rick.
The best theme park Instagram person I've ever met.
No camera.
Go check out his channel. You don't have your camera, but you got your phone, I know. And this is the outside queue area for Revenge of the Tooth Fairy. Got our little markers. Everyone's using the markers. It's all good on this end. And here we go into the Revenge of the Tooth Fairy. Time to put away the camera. And now I just got out of Revenge of the Tooth Fairy. My instant reaction, I prefer it slightly better than the Bride of Frankenstein Lives. Just slightly. I felt like the flow was better in that one. That's one reason why I enjoyed the second half of Brides better. It was a little better flow. They didn't pulse you as much. And the interesting thing with that house, they did not give us glow sticks. You just walk through. So in Brides, they gave me glow sticks. Tooth Fairy they didn't. I don't know. So, instant reaction, a lot of fun, slightly better than Brides. And now let's head to my favorite U-Rest zone so I can give you the rumor. Yes, it's a good rumor. You want to hear this one. Okay guys, I didn't have the patience to make it over to my favorite U-Rest zone to take off my mask. I want to tie this thing up, put a bow on it for you. I think the procedure for the houses worked great. They would be a tiny bit more scarier if it weren't for the plexiglass, because you're walking down a hallway and you have to wait till you get right beside the plexiglass for the scare, whereas if there was no plexiglass, the scare actor could stick their head out from the hole and scare you. So I think it would be a tiny bit more scarier that way. But with that being said, both houses were a lot of fun. They were scary. They both would be better with Nikki. Let me say that. Both would be better with Nikki. And now, before I go, I did promise you a rumor. Here's what I'm hearing. Currently, they have 2 houses open. I'm hearing they are prepping 2 more houses, one of which will be a Beetlejuice house. I don't have confirmation on that 4th house, what it would be. So that puts things at Revenge of the Tooth Fairy and The Bride of Frankenstein Lives, and coming soon, I think, Beetlejuice. Not sure of that 4th one. So, more weekends to come, more houses to come. You heard it here first. And with all that being said,
I'm Zachary from Deltona, Florida. Don't miss the magic, don't miss the fun.
Thanks for watching Rix Flicks, and now it's time to relax. We'll see you tomorrow with Nikki.